Tony Manson, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today.
No worries at all, Chrissy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
It's been a rough couple of weeks, I'll be honest.
I can imagine. I mean, the last time we saw you was August the 17th at Energy 7, and we all know what happened there. So I'm going to start off with the most obvious question to ask you right now, and it's how is Mike? What is the update on our Commissioner Mike Manson?
So, if you kept up to date on the socials, the Wednesday after the show, I authorized an update to go up on there. So for those who have not seen Energy yet, uh, then you will have seen that Adam Crowe, the best around Mr. Awesome, made an unscheduled appearance, and that he decided to air out some grievances, particularly surrounding around the Ruthless Rumble that happened in July, and particularly around the fact that his cousin, DPC Daniel Paul Crowe, costed him the Alpha Heavyweight Championship after Adam kicked Daniel out
Yeah.
of the Crowe family. So, so he, so he aired out some grievances, and he specifically wanted Daniel fired. So with that, he asked my dad to come out. Dad refused to fire him on the preface that Daniel is a great employee.
Of
I
course,
won't take.
your dad's one of the fairest commissioners I know. Like it's a pleasure to work for him. So he wouldn't just let someone go because someone else told him to.
No, 100%. And the fact that he's a great employee, but that clearly wasn't enough for Adam in regards to that he wanted him fired and gone out of Alpha. And obviously, with my dad refusing, which he has every right to, he decided to, similar to how Manos did early months prior, bring me into this.
The weak spot, children, they're the weak spot.
Unfortunately, yes. And with that meant that I was involved in something that yet again I did not need to be involved in.
You really don't. I mean, you literally don't bother anyone. You sit there, you do your job, you do your part in getting alpha shows going. Uh, I think it's horrible that you've been dragged into this. So I can only imagine how you're feeling. It's like every time you're out there now, you're going to be looking behind you. Are you safe? Is someone else going to come and try to use you to get what they want around there? So it's not a good position to be in just because you are the commissioner's son. It's not.
Unfortunately, with what it is that I am the commissioner's son, therefore, I can be appalled as much as I don't want to be, I can be appalled when I like. And so he grabbed me. At first I didn't
Yep.
think I was gonna be involved. I was just minding my own business. I was pretty much done for that segment, so I didn't really need to do much. And all of a sudden I see Adam coming at me at 100 miles an hour. And he grabs me, wants me to stumble a little bit,
I
and
saw that.
proceeded to go for my hair, which
Tie it up.
was yes, I
Tie
need
it
to
up.
tie it up. Yes, I need to tie it up, or better yet, get it cut. One of the two.
Tie it
But
up.
but the point, but he grabbed me by that and physically dragged me down the stairs, the entranceway, into the ring, whilst my dad watched. Obviously, he couldn't do anything in that situation. But with that, he threatened me by if Adam didn't get what he wanted out of dad, he'd kick my head in.
And you can see though the way that your dad is, like the respect that he has, even though this worker was putting you in danger and going off, still, as a respectful boss, he still didn't put his hands on Adam. Like, he still tried to calm him down in a respectful way and not use force. And I think that's so admirable. But
It
you know
was what
what?
Adam wanted.
I kind of wish, and I think most of the Alpha fans can agree with me on this, kind of wish that your dad actually did use some force.
No, 100%, and I agree with that too. And with that, as a post-red, that left Dad with three options of what to do about it. It was either fire, suspend, or fine. Now, we tried to fine Adam not long ago, back in December actually, when he poorly treated Daniel, and we didn't see the money at all. So there's no point in fining him if we're just not going to see the money. Suspending, what are the odds that he can break it? He has free will outside of those barricades. He can go wherever he likes. It doesn't matter. Firing, same principle. He has whatever he likes. So we don't know, but I can say that something might be happening at Energy. I can't reveal what, but something might be happening at Energy, and Anna, we might need you there. And you might not like what might be said. That's all I'm going to say
So
on the matter.
you're asking Adam Crowe to be at Energy 8 on Saturday, the 21st of September, next weekend.
Exactly that, because because at a 30-day watch that my dad's been on, just so conveniently finishes. What's the date today? The 15th. Just so conveniently finishes this coming Tuesday, which then means that frees him up for this weekend.
Is he going to be in shape though after what happened?
That I'm not sure about. He's not told me anything. He's not told me anything as the slightest. He's not sure what he's going to do. He's still contemplating whether he's going to show up.
It's a big decision. And to be quite honest, does he want to put himself in risk?
That's
more danger, more injury. And I feel like everyone is feeling that way though. Like you're sitting there doing nothing, minding your own business, you're getting dragged.
Like, I'm getting dragged. And it is. And we didn't bring this back for it to be scary. We brought this back to give, people who weren't getting the opportunity to do what they love to do, which is wrestle at other places, the opportunity to wrestle.
Or just be part of it. Like, I'm not there to wrestle because I can't wrestle, but I'm there to still be part of it and to be part of wrestling and to live the dream of being involved in wrestling. And Alpha's door is open to so many people, and it gives people opportunities that others don't. And it's got such a family vibe, which is ironic because the Crows are a family, but I don't quite think they understand the family vibe. Like,
no, they
it just seems so, like, if that's how they treat family, that's scary. Like, Cousin Ali was attacked. You've got DPC shaving his head. Taking someone's son hostage and then using them as leverage and manipulation to then attack someone else who's the commissioner. Like, if they're not even afraid of the commissioner, what are they going to be afraid of? And that's where I'm thinking now, okay, is inevitable going to stop them? Is this Crow Civil War actually going to help calm this? Or is it just going to end up being bigger than us? Because honestly, if they're still dragging in family members that we didn't know about, like grumpy Uncle Rocco, how many more family members do they have around that they can just bring in? You've got Team Alpha. We're going to need some more.
We've got a good team for Team Alpha, though.
I mean, we do have a good team. Like DPC has done an amazing job. I wasn't able to help asking me to wrestle. Like, dude, seriously? No, I do not have the skills or the training to get into a ring. If it was a last resort, I'd have considered it, but no, definitely not getting myself into any sticky situations just yet. But I'm thankful he's managed to get Micho. He's managed to get cousin Ali to come in, Daniel Cole, who's definitely going to go straight for Pete Morgan. And you know what? The Indian giant Dash, come on, 7 foot tall, 500 pounds. That's
100%.
that's gotta be an advantage for Team Alpha. So I think that's definitely a highlight having him there. And it's not going to be easy for them to take him down.
No word. And so he tried to recruit me as well. Now, unfortunately, I feel really bad. I ignored the call.
He really got desperate though, asking people that don't wrestle.
He did, and I understand why he did. Because, you know, everywhere we went, it was they needed 2, whereas he needed 4. So the Crows had the unfortunate advantage.
But they still do. Their numbers game is increasing. Like they're popping out.
Yes, they are.
They keep coming. Like where did this uncle come from? Like where has he been hiding? Like, come on.
Exactly
like
that.
They just pick up the phone and make a phone call.
Like when I saw the video that introduced Grubby Uncle Rocco, when I saw the video, I'm like, I don't remember there being an uncle involved. Now I only knew of 3 members of the Crow family: Adam, Emilio, and then Daniel. That's all I knew. Like obviously I know there was more members, but but they didn't bother. But I didn't bother to get to know them because I didn't have to. But the
Now
thing
he's
is, right?
given another one, and apparently he likes to beat little kids up. And that's horrible.
That's the thing too. Like
we are a kid-friendly show. We've got kids out there. He's gonna scare them. It's like a Grinch.
he is. Like when I saw that video, I'm like, I could see what Adam was doing, but at what cost?
Yeah, exactly. But then again, does he care about the cost of anything? Does he honestly care about the cost of anything? I mean, look at him. He's going around attacking commissioners. Oh God, please don't let Jem anywhere near him. Like that's can we just make sure she's out of sight, away from him? Because God knows we do not need another commissioner sent to a medical facility. And God knows we don't need any other backstage interviewers losing hair.
No, we don't. And I will say, if either of them try to lay a hand on yourself or Jem, I may have not got between them and my dad when they took out my dad. But I guarantee you, if they get anywhere near Jem or yourself, I'm getting between.
But you can't put yourself in danger either. So it's like a double-edged sword. No matter how you look at it, it's just danger, and not Pete Morgan. It's danger. And
it is,
like,
but
security. We need more security. Can you organize more security for Energy 7 to be there? Not for Energy 7, for Energy 8.
I keep on trying to recruit, and they're like, "Well, we're busy. I'm like, "Well, I need people. I've got the show in a week. I need people. I know this is last minute. I need people."
I think it's the whole Adam Crowe and not wanting to get involved and on his bad side, because they're seeing what he is doing and how he's lashing out. So if something like the Rumble has caused him to lash out like this, what else could he do? Like, he's lashing out at DPC for costing him the World Heavyweight Championship. Is he going to go after Jason Crash next because he eliminated Emilio Crowe from the Rumble within like 5 seconds? I think that was a record for the least time in a Rumble. Is he going to go after him next? Is he then going to go after Chaos to stop him from going anywhere near the World Heavyweight Championship. And then, of course, is he going to go after Slade Mercer, the champion? I better not. I hope not. Not that Slade can't deal with it, but like, is this what he's going to do? Just go after person until he remains the last one standing and takes the championship?
Look, in this business, we all want that one spot. We all want the World Heavyweight title spot. But there's ways to go about it. And the way that Adam is going about it is not the right way to go about it.
Definitely not.
Like, to take out your boss.
But that just goes to show, if he's not even afraid of the consequences that come with taking out your boss, is he going to care about anyone else that gets in his path?
That's the thing too. Now, see, like, and that's the thing too. Like going back to the whole thing with Daniel, like, he tried calling me. I didn't answer the call. Now, I feel bad for not answering the call.
Should.
But there was a method behind me not answering the call.
He's a Crow by blood.
Exactly that. And here's to say, like, if I was to say that I was going to jump onto the team, if I was going to say that, cool. That goes straight to Adam. I don't necessarily think that this rift, I'm going to call it, is a rift. I think it's a small dispute, but I do think there's still communication lines that DPC can feed to Adam and Emilio.
They shaved his head. Come on, like, can you come back from that? Kicked him in the face, kicked him out of the family, shaved his head in front of everyone at Obsession.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying, but can you come back from that? Can you rebuild trust after what has just happened?
I don't know, and that's honestly not my place to really talk about because that's Daniel's decision. But I'm just saying, with him having a last name, it wouldn't surprise me if this is all a ploy. It wouldn't.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not either. And as I said, like, I want it on the record now that I do feel bad for the way I treated Daniel when I got before I got you to do the interview. That was not the right way for me to do it. And I hope if he's watching this, he does take my apology and understands that, like, it was a heat of the moment. I wasn't thinking straight. I just got off the phone with my mum. She was literally berating me because apparently, like, Dad getting involved in this is apparently my fault somehow. I don't know. But the point is, like, I do feel bad. I felt bad for weeks. I've tried messaging him. He wouldn't get back to me. So obviously, me ignoring his call to me, his team is probably not helping the cause either. But I hope he understands why I did it. And I do apologize to him for doing that as well. That was not the right thing for me to do.
Heat of the moment. Just
100% it was a heat of the moment. Like, I didn't mean for it to be that, and it came out to be that.
Yeah.
And like, but again, I do still think like look, Adam was considered to be one of my friends. He was, and when it came to this, like, that's why, like I said to him, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm your friend. What are you doing? Like, why are you making me watch this? Like, if you watch the footage back, like, I literally said, what are you doing?
You did not look comfortable.
Like, I don't know how a friend that I've known for about a year since this actually started, he actually, was one of the first ones to talk to me and talk to me here in Alpha. Like, when it was all new, when I was, like, starting to get involved, he was, like, the first one to talk to me. He was the first one to get me comfortable being a part of Alpha. And to watch this almost a year on from that, I don't know, like, like Jem's been in contact with me, like I've spoken to Jem. Jem can't do anything about it because, as she said at the show, it's above her pay grade, and I'm not saying that she should have,
It's
but
above
like,
everyone's, like it's literally above everyone's pay grade. Like even if we wanted to do something about it, like our hands are just as tied. And half of us don't even have the training to do anything about it. Like, what am I gonna do? Like I'm standing there literally just gobsmacked at what I'm seeing in front of me, but my feet are frozen. I can't do anything.
that's
If
the
I
thing
run
too.
in, what am I going to accomplish? I'm going to end up knocking myself out in the process. Like I'm terrified now. Like this is like, do I even come into Energy 8 and Inevitable and be there and risk potentially something happening? Like it's scary.
I know there's a risk, and I know this is the last video you want to hear from me, but I really need you there. I really do. I I know there's a risk. I know there's a risk. I know that me saying this is batshit crazy. I know it is, but I need you there.
There's a job to do. I'm going to do it. Like I will, knowing that, it needs to be done. It's not going to stop me from coming in, but I may just have to take some extra precautions as well and see if I can get myself some personal security. Because at this stage,
We don't know what's going on, and
between the crows and then I've got Mitch flying around, like I've just got superstars all over the place, trying to just annoy me or hurt me or something. And yeah, I might actually have to give Slade Mercer a call and see if he's willing to be security for a night.
I'm pretty sure he'd be able to. But I also think you should give Mitch a chance.
Hmm?
I also think you should give Mitch a chance, you know.
Oh God, you're one of those two. You're one of the give Mitch a chance.
I mean, come on, he flat out, he was honest with you.
Tic
He was
tac
honest with
toe.
you.
Tic tac toe.
Maybe the toe was probably a bit far, but like, come on,
KFC. I mean, come on. Like,
you gotta respect the man for giving it a shot.
look, I respect. I do. I really do. But I just don't feel anything. There's no spark. There's no spark. You can't force a spark.
No, you can't. And apparently, Mitch's case, he feels there is a spark.
He's looking for a spark, and I can't provide that spark. It's
Well,
gonna have to
look,
just go find it somewhere else.
he is gonna be he is gonna be an energy.
Great,
He is in a match.
great,
He
yay!
he
That's
might
good though. I'm proud. Like I'm happy for him. Like he's a sweet, nice guy. He really is. So I'm really happy that he's getting a match. But there's no spark. There's no spark. This
just
is where come in. This is where DPC would come in and tell you that I've been looking at photos of other people and try to explain why there is no spark, but it's just not go there. It's just not go there. Enough has been said. Enough has been said.
enough
Mitch,
has
and I'm
been said.
sorry. Why did you talk about him? Now he's going to watch this and he's going to get upset.
Well,
He'll be
look,
fine. He'll be fine. It's like, he'll be fine. Maybe I can recruit him to work with Elaine Hope, my bestie, my girl. She still hasn't found a partner
he
to work
still
the
hasn't.
intergender scene.
But I think
Just an idea.
there's a particular guy that has her eye that has his eye on her at the moment.
Yeah, but like, there's a way to go about it.
Look,
There's a way to go about it.
the way he's been going about it, I will not condone, of course. But he's making himself known in the right way. Low, but maybe Elaine might take notice.
Look, it's not hard to capture a woman's attention. You either know how to do it or you don't. There are lots of people on that alpha roster who definitely know how to do it. And then there's others that just need some advice. So I'm telling you, I'm her best friend. She's my girl. You need advice. Where do you go? To her best friend. So I'm more than happy to give that advice, especially if it's in her best interest. At the end of the day, I want what's best for her and I will help her get there. So,
Did you say there was a particular artist that might be looking for her?
I said there are plenty of artists out there. So just pick up the phone and make something happen.
Look, I do hope Elaine does find a partner.
I
She's
do
a,
too.
she's an absolute
She,
lovely girl.
she is. She's such a good friend. She really is. Actually reminds me we need to set up a coffee date before Inevitable, her and I. Tradition. But no,
Yes.
she will find someone. And I think whatever happens at Energy 8, she's gonna be fine. There is a lot happening, like as much as I'm thinking about the Crow situation, I think we just need to let it continue to simmer and hope that the war is enough to kind of settle them. And if not, you know what? Someone go call his mum. Somebody go call Adam Crowe's mama. Seriously. If family's a thing, somebody go call his mama. And the first thing she should know is how he is treating people in front of his little brother. What kind of example is he setting for Emilio? Seriously. And how would he feel if someone dragged his brother to the middle of the ring and used him to manipulate? You should
100%.
do that. I'm not putting ideas in your head, but he grabbed you and stuck you in front of your dad. Go grab his brother, stick him in front of him, manipulate him back. Two can play that game. That's what he wants.
That's not a bad
We
idea,
pull out scales. Mama Crow.
which we do have the contact info of. I've not had to utilize it because
Look, I can get contacts. I'm a busy bee, like it's what I do. I can find contacts. So if that's something you want, I can definitely look into it and have something for you by Energy 8.
it may be something that we might need to utilize. I will say that.
I'm gonna bank my money on it. If Mama Crow appears, probably the only thing that'll have him shaking in his boots. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard Uncle Rocco ask him about how his mum was. And although telling him, we'll talk about mum another time, this is a life or death situation, you could still hear that there is a link to mum there. So that might just have to be it, looking at his weaknesses and finding them. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be watching. I'm definitely going to be watching very closely, hopefully with my security guard there, nice and close as well, just in case. And I'm ready for Energy 8 too, because I hear Gem has an absolutely jam-packed stellar of a event
Uh,
for us.
she's she's doing a great job. I'm so happy we have her aboard.
I am a bit nervous though, because there is a risk of a tag team separating, and I really don't want it to be Ray and Valito. Like, just the thought of them splitting is giving me anxiety. I don't want that to happen. Like, they're just so amazing, and the Grey just the Grey, like I'd rather them take the
Yeah,
shit. So that's making me very nervous.
but it's
And
also yeah, I don't know how I feel about this whole loser must must split. It's
you can't do that. It's let's freaking go, bro. We can't seriously.
especially if they've just the LFGB has just started too, and
And
they
how amazing are they? How good is their energy? How good is their charisma together? They come out there in the crowd. I'm literally doing this the entire time. Like,
The
you can't even
crowd is
stop me.
the crowd is on it. The crowd is
It
on it.
is like they're so good with the crowd. And then you have the Grey walking out looking like bloody the Grinches that stole Christmas.
Yeah, look,
I'd like for them to not, you know, not have to break up. And there's just so much happening. And, you've got the Crowe family on one side, and then you've got these upstanding citizen guys. What is this as well? Like, that's a whole other ball game. And Terry joining, like, ugh, I'm still not over it. Still not over it. And then we
yeah,
are recruiting all these other people. I really hope JSA lumberjack match against EVO just again does something about it.
that's gonna be a good match. We've got
I look, at least I said his name right. God knows I don't need Michelangelo David ripping my head off again because I said EVO wrong. How am I supposed to know it's EVO and not Evo? Like, come on.
no 100%. And the fact that the dude
There
has
are no dots. There are no dots spacing it out to make it EVO, like MAD.
and the fact of the matter that the dude has 3 first names, Michael Angelo David. Now I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I ain't your sister. Like,
Now I'm not sure where my dad found him because obviously my dad hired him. I don't know where my dad found him. I can't
your
say.
dad likes characters. Your dad likes characters. Like, he likes characters. Like, I mean, he's
Oh,
got a
100%.
busy bee. Got himself a
100%.
busy bee. But I question some decisions. But let's just wait and see what happens. It is a lot. It is a lot. I think the Crow Civil War is going to be the high of it, even though we've got a huge triple threat match for the Alpha World Heavyweight Championship, right? Like, come on, that's big. And I feel like it's getting lost in this war. And it shouldn't. Blade Mercer's defending against not one, but two. Chaos and Crash. Odds aren't in his favor. I actually feel terrible for him. Like, the odds are not in his favor. But he's very smart. We saw him at the Ruthless Rumble. He's very much aware of his surroundings. He's very smart. He knows what he's doing. So
And we've also it will I'm very keen to see that match. We've also got, a massive 1-4 intergender tag with the Friends of Fortune, as they are known.
Oh, I love that. Friends of Fortune. I love that.
Miss Fortune, the Galactic Glamazon nobody calls the Supercharged leader, and returning for the first time since the Ruthless Rumble, the disappointing Davey and Josh Redfield all teaming up to take on Will Walker, the avant-garde Charlie Rose. But has been Harlequin Samantha who scares me a little bit. She scares me a little bit. She pops up out of nowhere sometimes, like I could be doing.
Did you not see her pop up in my interview? I literally was like, "Where is this chick?" And then
she just popped up. She's done it to me a couple of times. I could be like set up sound thing, and then I look one way and I look at it and she's like, "Oh my god!"
It's just like to inflict fear. And then same as Inmate 211, like he gives me the creeps, and he's part of their team. He creeps me like creepy.
It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a great match. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Like since December, CGS have been a fallen misfortune side. Does it
there's
finally
another
end
one.
here?
Like it's all these factions and groups that are just wreaking havoc within Alpha. It's just like one thing after the other, one group after the other. And I really hope they can stop CGS because it's just another thing that's annoying. It really is. It's very annoying. And I'm kind of glad that Kobe Reed and Rochelle Rogue aren't going to be there because it would have made the odds even worse for Friends of Fortune.
100% it would. It's gonna be great. We got the fact that this is part 1 of our 1-year revival.
It is. And look at how amazing it is.
It is stacked.
It is. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see Happy Kai take on Nate Hunter as well. He hurt QT so much. at Obsession. Like he had to get carried out. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of revenge there. And then speaking of hunters, you've got Jay defending the Pipeworks Market Championship against the returning Zane Zodiac. And I think I speak for everyone in our alpha community when I say I hope he takes back what's his. And that is the championship.
Well, he never lost it.
Exactly.
He unfortunately had to vacate it due to a horrific face injury. You know, he did the right thing. He gave it up. Same with Chris Law prior to Slade Mercer picking it up. He did the right thing, but as I say, red stew.
It's inevitable that you take back what's his. It's inevitable. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Anything can happen. Look, we may even have a new Energy Cup champion.
That we will a massive triple threat.
Yeah, Pete Morgan is defending. So anything can happen. It excites me that we're at Energy 8. Like it's already Energy 8. Like just thinking where it all started and where it is now. There's a lot happening. Even the tag team championships are on the line. And I'm expecting B Squared to like really be on this one after what the physicals did to them.
Yeah,
I'm still not over it. I'm not over it. Like I'm still not over it. It was really upsetting to see what happened, but
that was a
I don't
shock.
think B Squared are going to let it go very easily. I mean, come on, Spicy. They got this.
They've worked hard to get to where they wanted to be for the last year. They've been grinding, and the fact that they're gonna, whatever happens Saturday, they're gonna have the distinction of being the first ever Alpha Pro tag champs.
No one's gonna take that away from them.
They can't take it away from them at all. No. It's gonna be a massive kind of action. I'm super excited.
What's gonna happen, Tony? I'm scared. Who's gonna win this civil war? Like it actually scares me.
I don't know because I don't know what the actual outcome is in this, no matter which way we go. Like, that's the thing. Like, because you've still got my dad wanting his piece of Adam Crowe. You've still got intertwined rivalries throughout that. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know whether it means that if DPC is defeated, if his team's defeated, that means that, you know, the Crows take over. I don't know.
I don't want to work for them. No thanks.
I don't know what it means. Like, I don't know what the stakes are at the moment, and that's the scary part about it. We don't know what the stakes are.
No. I think we just literally have to just be on the edge of our seats and like I said, recruit some extra security and just hope for the best. And like I said, I will get on it. I will get that number. I'll get Mama Crow out here if I have to. Like, seriously, at this point, that's our last resort. It's either that or, you know what? Your dad, get those boots off the shelf, put them back on, even if for one night only.